Good morning, everyone. So I wanted to get into this article this morning. This Ayiti Air Ambulance, that's Haiti Air Ambulance, suspends its activities, and it's the consequence of the political instability. The article reads. Let me just get into it a little bit. It says, effective August 15, 2019, helicopter emergency medical services will be suspended, said Ayiti Air Ambulance, Haiti's first and only helicopter evacuation service. I'm reading this from the new release. It's translated from French. Um, that's basically it. And I remember when this NGO began its work, I actually remember breaking the story. And that was back in 2014. And all of a sudden now they're talking about, they need to suspend their services because of political instability. And I don't think they're being dishonest, but I do think there's more to this than is being let on, and that they may have the ability to speak on, because it the explanation doesn't make any sense to me. It says, and first of all, everybody who knows me knows I don't do NGOs. This is an NGO, a non-governmental organization. I just don't think they are good for Haiti in the long run, except for those NGOs which deal with education and which deal with medicine. And the reason I do believe those are important, because, you're dealing with things that time cannot wait for. A child is only a child for a short time. We can't wait to educate the child. A person is sick or ill, and they may not have time to live. And that type of a non-governmental organization coming from abroad to provide care, I think that's something needed. But I disagree with the ones that come through to dig a well. And I'm not even thinking of anyone in particular, any NGO in particular. And I hope it doesn't offend any NGO that does that, because I know they are well-meaning. But the truth of the matter is, that type of activity takes from work and jobs that Haitians in Haiti could be doing it. And that need must be created first, and NGOs in general, they allow the government to skirt their responsibilities and float along. And it's a very corrupt government, if you don't already know. So they are an NGO, and they say they weren't able to get air suppliers or whatever. Well, they don't make money, so I don't understand what this means. Like, they had problems securing an aviation supplier, I guess helicopters and pilots or whatnot. So what that means to me, because the Haitian government ain't paying for it, because otherwise, if they were paying for it, we'd probably have some government. Some of our state hospitals would be using it, so that's not it. Um, and they're not paying for it because they don't make money like that. Maybe it's from donations, but I don't think people are really donating to that degree to this company. Which, I mean, I don't think there's anything would be wrong with that, but I just don't think that's the way it's being done. It does appear to me that what it is the U.S. government has probably cut their funding. Now, the way the article is worded, it's as if, oh, everybody's scared. Maybe the pilots are scared to go into Haiti and now do this work. And, get out of here with that. Because first of all, uh, uh, an American, especially a white American, is the safest person uh, in Haiti. Safest person. Nobody's going to touch you. One, it's not like things have been great up until today. Things have been far more precarious in the past, and considering what's going on, it will be just as precarious in the future. Literally nothing has changed. So that's not true. Yeah, it makes no sense. This makes absolutely no sense. So I do think that what I can just this is purely speculation. I do believe that it could be U.S. cutting their funding, and maybe unnecessarily too, because they want to put pressure on the lawmakers to ratify a prime minister. Or it could, I mean, at the end of the day, or it could just be they've run their course. Nobody wants to do it anymore. I doubt that though, because the need is still very much there. 40 something people died in car accidents within, even though I'm giving you those numbers of how many people died in car accidents, sometimes uh, these types of NGOs, they're really there to kind of serve uh, U.S. nationals that are in the country or foreigners that are visiting the country like that, or at least that's where they focus their resources. So even though I say the need is still there, um, and start to give numbers about what's going, people that are getting hurt that need these type of emergency services in Haiti. At the same time, I do understand and know that they often focus those resources and keep them for, like if there's like a missionary from like Oklahoma in the country who happens to get hurt, that's who they're going to come get. It could be a 10, 15 car accident, people died, dismembered. No, they're gonna go come get this guy who may have twisted his ankle and needs to get to the hospital in Dominican Republic. you know. Yeah, so I just could not really just let this slide this way. I mean, and we see it, you know. I see it, and really, it's my speculation, and that's what it is. All right.